I can talk to Arnie over that.
And my mechanic guy, Jim.
All right, I'll stand for the.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Soma?
Here.
Marner?
Here.
Hewitt? Bundle?
Here.
Hoover?
Here.
Chanel? Here. Beaker?
Here. And we have one minor change under items for action. Letter A, from Town Pizza, requesting to close Pine Street from Front Street to Chapman Street for October 26th Halloween.
We just thought about it.
While you were in there, we inspired.
With that, I'll need a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public statement regarding current agenda items. And there, consent agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up is accounts payable, 9/3/24, accounts payable without root note, in the amount of $129,829.21.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Next up, we have a root note invoice for $4,525.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Abstain.
Motion carries. No unfinished business. Moving on into new business. Discuss installation of a center line rumble strip on N57 near State Road intersection.
The curve that they redid, they're just looking for other options to make it safer. Rumble strip in the middle of the street has been talked about, but they would want the township and the village to be interested in doing it. And that would be doing it. They would just want your input on if you'd be supporting it or not. This doesn't mean it'll get done. But they need to talk about it. You guys have to talk about it and say that's something you want to do. The downfall of the rumble strips, of course, are that they're loud and there are people that live there, so those houses might hear when people cross the center line, the rumble. I think it's better than hearing it hit your house.
I'd rather that than hear the crunch.
It's a curve. If you're crossing the center line, you're either cutting it too short, you're drunk, or you're doing something you're not supposed to.
Is there any way to notify these residents? Can we send them letters stating that there is interest in putting this in? And get their feedback?
I mean, they've been trying to get attention to that area. All the
Certainly.
residents around there for a while. I think anything we do,
It would be up to
they're happy with.
NDOT to notify, because
Okay.
they're gonna do the work, so.
Sure.
But this is really just to get it in minutes that you guys either support it or don't support it, so.
Did they say like how far they'd be doing it?
I have no details beyond.
I mean, the curve is 25. I mean, it cannot be that loud. I mean, 52 has 13. I say yes. Anything to try to bring
They want money from us?
awareness.
No, don't do it.
You need to ask. It is in.
So, and just as I discussed, this email is from somebody at NDOT. Adam said in the past, before placing rumble strips in urban type setting, we get support from the township and our village. And before we go ahead and place it on the roadway. Support would be formalized at a formal meeting so that it's you guys would just have to decide if you're for it or against it, and then we'd have to put it in there.
All right, I'm for it. I'm going to make a motion for it so that we can have it done. Yeah.
They may not have to, it's MDOT.
I would, correct.
So, but out of the gate, MDOT needs to know before. It's not gonna make a difference to the residents. Do you understand?
We don't even know if MDOT will notify the residents. I was asking if we could notify the residents. Yeah. It's a MDOT decision, so we can't force MDOT to do it. I mean, they can do it if they want, but,
We also get the township to sign off.
sure.
So all they're looking for is to see if we're on board with Palm Springs.
Yeah. That's what I get from it.
Did you finish your?
I didn't, I was interrupted, but I can make a motion now. I'll make a motion, to, approve the installation of the centerline rumble strips on M57 near State Road, under the discretion of MDOT.
Motion has been made and supported. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Now, township. And the state has, so maybe in 2026. All right, next
I
up.
mean, just by saying yes doesn't mean they're gonna do it.
Next up, items for action, Pintown Pizza requesting to close Pine Street from Front Street to Chapman Street for October 26th Halloween event. I hear there's one of these.
Yes.
Free pizza?
No, kill
By the slice? Pizza by the slice?
Slice, hot
Yeah.
cider. We won't have any alcohol outside, we know.
Heated hot cider?
Outside of our stanchions.
Okay.
We're gonna have pumpkin bowling on the side street. We'll be a fire truck or two up there for the kids to go through. Four by bring a couple trucks up there for the kids to look through. Anything else we can get, we'll take it forward. We've got a lot of businesses in town on board with us. Cool.
Nice.
It's gonna be a fun event.
I'll make a motion, have Pintown, close Pine Street from from front, Chapman on October 26th for Halloween event.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
So do we just pull them off to the side at 4 o'clock, 4:30 when we're done, we just push them off to the side?
Yeah, so we'll have the barricades out, you
We'll
just have to
move
put
them
them
off
up,
to the side.
put them up, and then when you're done, take them down and
Yeah.
pick them up in the middle. Or the Monday,
Because we'll only need 2 of them, right?
that's here, now you'll put
No,
them
we'll have to do Saginaw Street. Yep. Yeah, we'll have 4 of them.
Make Chapman too.
Well, Chapman will block off.
They'll get a
So
nine.
they can go straight down Chapman, they can't turn around.
Right.
I'm fine. But they can still get the parking lot. Awesome.
Yes, we'll get them up.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, next up, infrastructure.
No meeting.
Finance and admin.
Meeting. Do you want me to say no meeting?
I forgot, we had it after.
Really? The meeting was, basically about 3 new ordinances. We will be looking to fine tune that were suggested by our police department. One is an ORV registration ordinance. It's just as simple as it sounds. Problem is, we're having too many issues with the underage kids that are driving carts around, doing things they shouldn't have been. Anything that had been put in place a few years ago, people just seem to be taking advantage of. And we're gonna have to do something to put a stop to something. The other one is disorderly house ordinance. This is a suggestion because our police department seems to be having more and more issues with specific houses. And they need a way to track this, better system. And they have it written up. I'm not gonna read these over, because like I said, we're gonna fine tune these things. Once we have them fine tuned, then we'll bring them to the council. The third one is an impound fee ordinance, of which the village didn't have one anyhow, but there should be a need for one, because vehicles are being impounded all the time. And that's the 3 ordinances we discussed. Future ordinances.
You're gonna need to discuss,
We'll need soon. Yep.
Oh.
They believed me after we're talking about bigger ones this week. I was like, yeah, we gotta take a
We
look
should
at
get
those.
Alright, finance and admin?
Is that?
Yeah, we're just there.
Oh, yeah. Public safety, no meeting. DDA.
DDA finished the stamped concrete in the DDA district. That was the final block between the bridge and Front Street, was completed last week.
Looks
The
good.
next project is going to be replacing the 88 corner mats in the DDA district. Those are the bumpy mats at the corners. The ones downtown are pretty good. It's like from McGeehan down to the Bonnie Mill that are in rough shape, so they're working on replacing those.
There is some type of barricade leaned up against one of the trees.
They're gonna come.
Is it theirs? Okay, they know it's there?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Feel like we should bring it to the office.
So chamber will be later this month.
I thought it'd be picked up by now.
Planning commission?
We had a meeting last Tuesday. The only thing on the agenda was a 6,500 square foot building. Give me just 1 second. A 65 square foot drying building for Moneyline Holding. They're right there, the very first to the north on Eden Way. They're putting up a building this year. They're not going to dry in their greenhouses. Everything looked good, so we approved them, and they should be breaking ground on it any day.
They already have the pavement down.
Perfect.
I
They
would
already got
assume
the paper
so,
down.
because season is here.
Yeah.
Alright, airport,
No meeting.
fair board.
I had 10 runs since last meeting, bringing a total of 148. Next training meeting is next Sunday and Monday. It's smoke and fire behavior and thermal imaging. Don't forget the blood drive is October 3rd and 4th out to the fire department. They should be start painting the inside of the fire department anytime this week. The next fire board meeting is November 11th, and since it's on November 11th, we've got some people going out to Maple Grove, which they're hosting the Saginaw County Fire 9/11 ceremony this year. So,
One more time with the blood drive.
October 3rd and 4th,
Third.
that's it.
Oh, if they ever wanna do a brush fire training, I've got tons of brush that needs to be burned, just let me know. But I'd like to burn it up after they put it up. Alright, fire board, oh, that was it, task force. No meeting. Parks committee?
No meeting, but we do need to have one. So hopefully we'll schedule one.
Did you hear any more about the dog park?
They, actually, I guess I do have an update. They broke ground on it last week. Kyle, Nellie, and George were out there. They have the pole holes drilled, and the poles are set in the ground. So they have at least broken ground on it. They got the brush.
All the pool set?
I don't think they're set, they're just in the ground.
Okay.
Like they're just sitting in the holes.
Sure.
They cleaned up all the brush along that
North.
north. Yeah, I know he had to cut off some of the poles, some of them he got, like he just found extra poles online and went and picked them up. So some of them are longer than they need to be. He was gonna go down there and take a sawzall to them and cut them down to size. He ended up finding a couple of gates online for a really good deal, so he went and picked those up. George is really great, and they expanded, I believe. We made it a little bit bigger.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
I was just at a campground, they had a cool little dog park. We should get an old fire hydrant or something to put in there.
It's already in the works.
Nice.
Certainly.
I'll be the first one to,
Marketing territory.
Alright, public statement, any topic, limited to 3 minutes. First up, Jim's not here, Mike Navarre.
Yes.
Okay. Council member statements, I know Tina has something she would like to say.
I just wanted to let everybody know that, at McGeehan Funeral Home, that they're doing a bottle drive for a fundraiser for Sam's family Sunday from 12 to 5. And there'll also be like hot dogs and chips and stuff like that available by donation. If anybody wants to go there and support Sam. Sunday afternoon.
Bottle drive?
Yeah.
Oh man, great. I'm gonna clean my house out.
What's
What's the date on that again?
The 8th,
All day.
from 12 to 5.
Thank you, Tina. Anybody else have a statement? All right. Administrator report.
We got 2 new signs ordered for the walking path in Chilwell Park. Hopefully that'll help keep any vehicles off the part that we just paved and any paved part really. We also ordered 15 new runway cone markers, or runway markers with the big yellow cones. We ordered those for the airport, and then I can't remember what day it was. Last Wednesday, we received the draft of the audit, and they'll have the final copy done soon, and then the representative from AHP, who's one of our accounting firms, will present their audit at an upcoming meeting, either the next one or the one after that.
It'd be nice if it wasn't this next one, because we already have a lot, I think, on that agenda. Well, whatever, we'll be here. We'll be here all day.
You don't have any plans that year.
No. Is that it, Tom?
That is it.
All right, next up, marijuana ordinance work session. Please remember, everybody, we had a public hearing at the next meeting. With that, is there anything we want to talk about tonight? No? Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Support. Motion been made and supported to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. All right. Not the fastest moving, but close.
Darn close.
I think we did it under 10 minutes.